What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Creatia Conversation, where we talk creativity and media and all that nerdish. I'm your host, Lord Cussalot Travis Pointer, aka the Dragon King, aka Big T, aka T Money, aka Sweet T, aka Black Merlin, aka the HNIC. And I'm joined once again this week by my co-hosts. There's two this time. Mara the motherfucking Shark Watkins. How you doing, Mara?
Hello. I'm around.
Around and like round, cause belly, baby. I get it. Ha. And who else we got here?
We are joined by our trio completer, patron saint of podcast and the warden Matt Ritter. If you hear banging in the background, our door is getting fixed.
Oh, we do hear banging in the background.
No one's getting shot, I swear.
Not the banging I want to hear in the background, but
you know, honestly, whoever's in the background doing that banging instead of the other banging do better. Hi, Matt.
Hi, Travis.
How are you?
I'm good.
How you been?
Refreshed.
It's been a while. Haven't seen you in some weeks, you know?
Yeah, you were busy getting engaged. I was busy, ushering my daughter into her 5th year of life, but we're back.
I've just been here.
Getting more and more pregnant by the day.
Right. I was going to say, it feels like right now I'm the most reliable to be here because I'm not going anywhere.
Oh man, what y'all been up to though? What you been watching? What you been playing? All that good stuff.
Huge list for watching. Playing, it's just been the same stuff. Hopped on and off Pokemon, Scarlet and Violet because of the shiny legendary thing that they have going on. Ghost of Tsushima, which I was playing before I got on the show, and then Fortnite. I got the White Ranger and the Green Ranger and the Tiger Sword to ride in on. Very happy about that. Watching. Let's see. I watched both Popeye horror movies that I had access to on Amazon Prime. So I do not have there's one Shiver Me Timbers, which was absolutely fucking horrible, was just really, really, really bad. And Popeye's Revenge, which I got to watch. And that one, compared to Shiver Me Timbers, actually was pretty decent. I'm glad I watched Shiver Me Timbers first because it helped me enjoy Popeye's Revenge a little bit more.
So did Popeye's Revenge shimmy your timbers?
It did not shiver my timbers. I've been working on the latest season of Rick and Morty.
Okay.
I finished Wednesday. We have almost finished. We got one episode left. Season 3 of Handmaid's Tale. I'm not watching wrestling, so I've got a lot more time on my hands to do shit.
Really?
Well, when you dedicate like 12 hours a week to professional wrestling, just watch time, that opens up a lot more time to watch shit. Finished Twisted Metal. Finished Dexter Resurrection. All caught up on Alien Earth as of yesterday. And then the two movies that I watched, Friendship. So John bought this movie and it popped up as part of my, I have to watch it because I'm in the Fs now. That movie was fucking awful.
What was it called again?
Friendship.
Friendship, okay.
With Paul Rudd and Tim Robinson. And it was not funny in any way, shape, or form. At least not for my kind of humor. John also said he didn't like it, but he paid for it and bought it. And now it's in my fucking movie library. So
I feel like those two people in general, like Paul Rudd can be funny, but I feel like he can be funny in his own way. And Tim Robinson also has like a very specific type of humor as well, but it's not the same kind of humor that I would expect to see with
mesh.
Paul Rudd. Yeah, like they don't mesh together.
I'm disappointed because I love Paul Rudd, but the last two movies I've seen him in, Death of a Unicorn and Friendship, I did not enjoy really either of those.
I don't understand Death of a Unicorn. Is that supposed to be scary or is it supposed to be funny? or both?
Both.
Oh, okay.
And then Sunday,
Sunday.
we went and saw The Conjuring Last Rites, which I did enjoy. And we took Zoe. That's her first big screen scary movie, and she did really well. It was all
I
like,
still want to see that.
bring a 5-year-old to a rated R movie, and I'm like, it's a Conjuring movie. She's seen all the other ones, so
Okay.
she'll be fine. Yeah, she was.
That
I'm
everything?
gonna watch Superman tonight. I'm finally watching Superman.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh, I don't think I realized you hadn't seen that yet.
I still haven't seen Fantastic Four yet either, because The Conjuring is the first movie we've been to in theaters in I don't know how fucking long.
Yeah.
It bees like that when you have 2 tiny children.
You're about to have 4.
Well, I mean, the 2 are mild sized and they can handle going to the
Mild
movies.
size.
Yeah. Like they're
Not
at that
quite
age.
medium yet, but they're mild right now.
Yeah. Like someone was telling me to take them to see that K-pop Demon Hunter movie when they were doing the sing-along version in theaters. And I said, no. I take them to the movies to shut up, not to sing along with shit that they sing along with at home and that they've already watched 1,000 times. Why would I spend $20 for each of them to watch something that they've already seen? But
To be part of community.
no.
I mean, I wouldn't want them in that community either, but I get it.
The
Just saying.
only thing I will ever go to a sing along in a theater of is Rocky Horror Picture Show, because that's the only thing that seems appropriate to sing along with. I'll even give you Chicago.
Speaking of sing-alongs, it's still a travesty that we don't have Disney sing-alongs on Disney Plus.
We don't?
Yeah, you do.
Since when?
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
I've
they
seen
have
some
them.
sing-alongs. Let's see.
Zoe watched one the other day. They've got a Frozen sing along. They've got a Moana sing along.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like I've seen it with Moana. I'm not logged in on here. Where's my phone?
I don't think they have a Lion King sing. Like, what specific sing along are you looking for?
That
I
could
guess
also
they
be
do.
it.
Moana sing along right there.
Oh, you see the Lion King sing along.
There's definitely one.
Do they
for
sing?
Coco.
Did you sing Disney sing along at the beginning?
I don't
That
think
I
so,
don't
but I
know.
also don't watch them. I put them on and I leave the room.
He said, I also put this on
Join
for my
right in,
child to
sing
shut up in another
along
room.
with your favorite Disney songs. That was my shit. Never mind. I was wrong. I stand corrected. Know what I'm doing this weekend?
Because I remember I used to have Luna watching the sing-along version of Coco, and I would switch it up. Sometimes I put it in English, and sometimes I put it in Spanish, and see if she would notice the difference.
Ooh, I wonder if I could do sing along a version of Encanto for Zoe.
I was gonna say I think they
In
have one of
Spanish.
that too. I'm pretty sure they have it in Spanish too. But anywho, what have I been watching? I was telling Matt earlier there was a couple things I had left out last week. When it was just you and me, Travis. Well, really just kind of one thing. I watched that
Why you leaving shit out?
It was an accident. I was going off of pure memory, and I got 3 brains in me right now, and not all, and I still feel dumb as hell. So,
which is why you should, make note of them.
Yes, I didn't get a chance to, but this time I did. I watched that documentary, Unknown Number: High School Catfish, and at first, when I was watching it, I was like, "See, this is why kids don't need phones like that." Because well, at least mine. Because, like I was telling Luna today, you're never somewhere without an adult who has a phone. You're never in that situation. So why would you need a phone? Because it's not like she walks home from school by herself or anything yet. And the more I was watching it, I was like, this is nothing to do with kids having phones in school. This has absolutely nothing to do with that. It's like some people don't deserve to be fucking parents. and that's what that kind of turned into. Like that shit took such a turn that I was not expecting. Like, did you watch it, Matt?
No.
I was gonna say you might find it interesting, like as of a crime standpoint. Are you, either one of you planning on watching it?
Kate's probably watched it. I don't know. I haven't asked.
Kate, put an exclamation mark in the comments if you're watching this, because I'm about to spoil it.
I don't think she's watched
All right. I was like, okay. So it goes from like you thinking it's some random kid in the school sending like these catfish text messages from like a third party texting app, and it's actually the girl who was getting bullied the most through these catfish messages. It was her fucking mom. It was her fucking mom. Like
Why?
they got like it's like she was texting her crazy shit about like her boyfriend, saying like, oh, like he doesn't love you, and then started texting her like explicit things like his fingers in my coochie and stuff like that. I was just like, what the fuck?
But why?
They don't know. That's the one thing that they never revealed. They just said that she, you know, she had been through some kind of she tried to do like that. I had trauma when I was younger, and I just wanted, it was kind of like one of the officers portrayed it as like Munchausen, but through technology, where it was like the more the daughter got bullied through these text messages, the more she needed her mom to be there for her. And it was just like, that is so fucking sick.
Yeah.
And it turned out she was like lying about a lot of stuff to like the husband as well. Like she had gotten fired from her 2 jobs and stuff like that. But they were like,
yeah, she was too busy bullying high school kids.
Like they said she was getting up every day, getting dressed, going to work. And it was like, nope, she hadn't worked there in a while. Like they had the FBI involved, and they like traced the IP addresses, and they had the mom talking through this documentary the whole time. And so that's why when it turned out it was her, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Damn.
See, I
didn't even use a VPN. Damn.
Until you said what the mom was actually saying to her daughter, I was gonna be like, listen, I am not advocating for doing this, but I could understand anonymously wanting to tell your kid that they're a fucking asshole.
No, like she was texting this girl to kill herself.
But that's not what was happening. Yeah, so
she like texted her to kill herself. The boyfriend was also the boyfriend was also getting harassing text messages even after they broke up. And he had said back to her at one point, she's like, I don't think you realize this, but this is making me suicidal. And I was just like, what is going on?
And she's like, good, do it.
She might as well have, but like, yeah, that shit was fucking
insane.
Crazy. That was an hour and a half of craziness that I will never unknow. But other than that, I also watched The Blackening on Netflix, which Chris swore we watched, and I was just like, I have never seen this movie before.
Yeah, I saw it a little while ago.
What'd you think?
I thought it was funny. It's ignorantly funny.
Which is my favorite kind of funny.
Yeah. And I was like, it's exactly what I expected it to be when I first saw the trailer for it. The killer kind of caught me a little bit off guard, but I feel like a little bit, only because partway through the movie he said something and I was just like, is it him? And then I thought he was dead at one point, and I was just like, oh, I guess not.
Yeah, I guess it was one of those things where it was just like I felt like they made it pretty obvious at the beginning who it was gonna be, but it was just, I don't know. It was I didn't care that I figured it out.
It was kind of like, because all the questioning of like who invited you here, it was kind of just like, nigga, you're not supposed to be there.
Yeah, like, so it's just like, obviously it's him. So the only thing I thought might be happening is they put him there to obviously look like he's the killer, so it might not be him, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But the whole time, yeah, red herring. But the whole time, I'm just like, no, I still think it's him.
Which a pup named Scooby-Doo ruined for me for life by having a character named Red Herring.
Red Herring.
I was like, did they? Like they did.
Yeah. Every time Freddie would be like, he thought it was Red Herring, and it was never him.
That was the Malfoy of Fred's nightmares.
Mhm.
I started Dexter New Blood because I want to watch Resurrection, so I figure I got to get through New Blood to get to it. I'll
Resurrection's
get
good. New Blood was good too.
I'll get to the prequel at some point. I don't
They
think it's not
canceled it,
really.
so you got time.
Oh, okay. I was like, it's not imperative to the current story because it's before the original story, which I already know, so I'm good. Um, I've been watching South Park. I know their writers' room is currently like going in fucking sane.
Like, do we do it? Do we do it?
They might as
The
well.
problem is it'd be one of those things where like, we got to kill Craig.
It's right. Someone posted a picture of Cartman as him, and they were just like, "I'm genuinely scared. What are they going to do to Cartman?"
Well, that's the thing when they spoofed Charlie Kirk on the on South Park, they had Craig do it. So
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't even Cartman, it was Craig.
Well, they had Craig do it, and then Cartman got mad that Craig was stealing his gimmick.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
he
So
took over.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, you're gonna kill Craig? Like,
Is Cartman going to kill Craig? Is Cartman the sniper?
he'd fail miserably.
Yeah.
Which might
Somehow
be what they do.
it would ricochet and somehow fucking kill Kenny.
And then somehow like hit Satan's baby.
That was funny.
I don't know if you've been watching Matt Satan's pregnant.
I have. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought it was so fun. I was cracking up the entire time, and they kept saying, "Is Trump fucking Satan?" And it was just like it could be taken so many different
Yeah.
ways, and that's what I love about
It's
this.
so good. Yeah.
Because sometimes I really do feel like the Antichrist is literally the president right now. But yes, I've been watching that. The Daily Show is back. That came back this week, so I've been excited. It's made me regress into my old woman ways where it's like brush teeth, get into bed, turn it on, fall asleep before the interview comes on. But I make it through the monologue. But other than that, I haven't been watching anything else than that. But Saturday Night Live comes back next month. That has me excited because I know their writer's room is probably also on fucking fire slightly. And then Law and Order is back at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Both of
It's
them.
the fall, so things are starting to come back. Abbott Elementary comes back in October. Like we got some returns happening, so I'm looking forward to that.
I have been playing The Sims 4. It took like after our show last week, Travis, I did take a couple of days to figure out what the fuck was breaking my game, and I found it.
Mm-hmm.
He said
Yeah.
all mass shootings are conspiracy.
Kind of had to do not the same thing, of course, because it's not from The Sims, but how my PC was just not cooperating last week, and I'm just like trying to figure out what was going on, and basically took the whole day Saturday to figure it out. But it's all fixed. They had to do some defragging, had to do multiple things, but it's pretty much working properly now. Anything else though?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Well, I got a few things. Still watching Big Brother, of course,
Of course.
mostly out of spite.
I feel like
But
the internet's been listening to me hear you talk about it because now every time I log on to Paramount or Peacock, it recommends it. Or whichever one it comes on.
Paramount, because it's a
Yeah.
CBS show. That's because outside of like Star Trek stuff, Big Brother is their most watched show. So it's of course they're throwing it at you, which they might have ruined this season, but we'll see.
Oh no.
I mean, it is one of those things where I'm kind of like, now that Rachel's no longer in the house, I'm so happy. So hopefully it
Fuck
gets
you,
better
Rachel.
now. Yeah. Honestly, fuck you. But with her being gone, cool. Now hopefully it's better. Will, Rachel's gone.
Hi, Will, Mr. Doctor Face. Is Will a doctor now?
I don't know.
He's
Did I
not a
miss-
chef.
Why do you say that?
It's been a running gag where I say that Will has just been catfishing people into thinking he's a chef. He's never actually cooked anything in his life.
I'm
Mm.
screaming.
I mean, are we gonna actually find out next month?
I mean, I've already technically found out, but that's not here nor there. I'm not a real chef. I just play one on TV. See? What up, Jazz?
Yay! We'll all find out together.
Will, you caught up on Big Brother?
We can all
Let you
have
answer that in a
Will
minute, but
in our mouth at the same time.
I'm
oh,
sorry.
you watch? Are you wait? You watching like tonight's episode right now? Or you watching last night's episode right now? Like, where are you? Is what I need to know before I say anything more. I probably already spoiled that shit. Okay,
Where are
yeah,
you
so
in
yeah,
Scandal?
Rachel's gone. Rachel's gone. So happy. Are you happy? Anyway, outside of that though, the Lego Masters Junior finale happened last week. No,
Uh-huh.
this week. It was on Monday. Watched it on Tuesday.
We haven't watched yet. We just got through Harry Potter earlier today.
Yeah. It's only 4 episodes, so you know. So you only got one left because Harry Potter was last week. So
Yeah, it's Harry Potter, then Ninjago.
Ninjago, yeah. So it's the finale. So I won't spoil who wins then.
Thank you.
If you're actually watching it. But yeah, finale just
They're
happened.
not black.
What do you mean, Jordan? What's the face still there?
Yeah, but her. I'm talking about the kids.
Oh yeah, she does have those 2 little white girls. Yeah.
I was like the celebrity don't matter as much to me because they got money.
Yes, she
I
is, Will.
show am selling 2 kidneys just to get these fucking plane tickets.
Well, you got 6, so
You're damn right. Damn right, man.
Oh, man. So yeah, there's that. The Great British Baking Show is back. So watch that first episode of that, and I'm just like, this is so much more wholesome and relaxing than Big Brother.
Oh,
This-
Great British Bake Off? Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, it's back. So we watched that, and I'm just like,
Even when they're stressed, it's still calming. It's
yeah,
still
like they're
calm,
stressed,
like-
but it's like you're concerned for them. But you know what? It's like in the end, it's gonna be all right. Like
because they take
Yeah.
accountability
for the first
themselves.
time ever, Will. For the first time ever.
It's gonna be fucking dangerous.
So yeah, that's back. Then there's The Paper on Peacock, which is the Office spinoff. You know,
I'll give it a chance.
Matt's a hater, so we're not gonna talk to him about it. But it's it's a good show. I enjoy it. It's not like knocking my socks off or anything, but it's like it's cool. But honestly, the first season of The Office, first season of Parks and Rec didn't blow my socks off either. They got good really in season 2, so it's just I'll give them that.
They had to make sure that they would get renewed first.
Yeah, and it's only a 10-episode season, so cool.
it
see,
all
I'd watch Sanitation if they wanted to do like a Parks and Rec spinoff. Sanitation, I'd watch that, but The Paper.
I guess like there's literally only one character from The Office on The Paper, so it's Oscar. So it's not even like it's a main character. He's the only real connect between the two, and all these shows are the same producer, so it's not even like it's all Greg Daniels. So, but yeah, still working through Final Fantasy 16, almost done, I think. I don't know if you remember, Matt. I got Shiva's powers.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, okay, finally. I'm like, when are these two gonna fuck? Like, it's clear like, where this is going. Why did you wait so long? Just let them fucking get it over with. But anyway, that's how I got those powers, Mara. They fucked, and then he got more powerful.
Gotcha.
But yeah, they're now in this other place looking for Odin's dominant. I forgot his name, but Barnabas. So Yeah. I think I'm closer to the end, but
I don't remember because I played the DLC, so I don't remember what was DLC and what wasn't. No.
I don't think I'll end up playing the DLC because Ghost of Yote comes out next month, so I'll probably be into that.
Yotang. Yotang.
Yeah. Believe, that's it. That's all I've been doing. So yeah, all of you watching us right now, thank you for watching. If you're not watching us live, know that you can watch us live on Twitch at twitch.tv/Creatia World. And while you're there, we'd appreciate a subscription. And you can do it for free. You sometimes can pay for it, but you don't have to. You can just do it for free by combining your Amazon Prime account with your Twitch account. You put them together, Fusion High, and that forms Prime Gaming, and you get a free subscription with that. And we think you should give that to us.
So Twitch is like sex.
Touch tips.
Because sometimes you can do it for free, but you can also pay for it.
You know what? You're right. You can also watch us live on YouTube at youtube.com/Creatia World. You can subscribe there for free. That's the free one that Matt's talking about. You just do it for free. But also, like in sex, when you see that little bell next to it, it's a little bean hanging from it. What you should do is flick that bean so you get notified every time we go live and every time we drop a new episode, all that good stuff. So yeah. While you're doing your thing,
Do your thing.
lick the bean too, Anyway, we've been talking about what we've been watching when we've been playing long enough, so we're not going to throw a trailer in right here. So, Mara, call it.
Heads.
Matt, what's your topic?
So I have been reading a lot lately.
love to
Stephen
hear
King
that.
books. I made my way through The Shining. I made my way through Misery, and I am currently working my way through Pet Sematary. And then I also bought Doctor Sleep to go after that. So I wanted to know what your favorite movie based on a book is and why. And I'll go first. I fell in love with Ready Player One, and it is on my list of things to read. What I've really enjoyed about reading the books is seeing the differences between the books and the movies because, and it'll be the case for Ready Player One too, I watched the movies first. So in every instance of a Stephen King book, I've already seen the movie, and now I'm seeing what it was based on, and it's actually really interesting, the differences and things like that. And as much as I loved Ready Player One, and I thought it was an amazing movie and an awesome concept, I'm curious as to see what differences are in the book versus the movie. But it gave me a little bit of The Shining. It gave me video games. It did everything in such a cool way, the way it came together. So I'm going to go with Ready Player One.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one. I mean, they started off with a dude driving a DeLorean / Knight Rider with the Ghostbusters logo, and I'm like, oh, you just had all the things, and
You said all the unlockables.
yeah, and then I randomly saw Ninja Turtles at one point, and I'm like, oh, this.
Chucky and Jason are in there at some point. Like,
Yeah.
you guys?
I'll go ahead and go. Part of me wanted to cheat and pick a Marvel movie because comic books, but I won't. So I started thinking about books and movies and all that. I'm like, oh wait, nope, that's a show. And then I'm like, okay, what else we got? Nope, that's a show too. Then I'm like, oh well, there's Aragon. But like after I saw the movie before I read the books, like in your case with these, and I'm like, they really did these books a disservice with this movie. So it actually retroactively made me like the movie less. I don't actively dislike the movie. It's just I like it less than I did before after reading the books because there's so much in these books that would have made this so much better, and they kind of ruined some of the concepts from the book that like kind of makes it impossible going forward for more of these movies.
You said Aragon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that being a thing.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, at the time that the movie came out, only the first 2 books were out. So there's a way, like, he probably didn't know where things were going and didn't realize that he basically painted himself into a corner with this. And yeah. So luckily apparently there's a show coming now that he's collabed with Disney Plus on that's supposed to be coming. We'll see if it ever actually happens.
It might
But
be
no,
better.
that's not my choice. It's funny when you were talking about it, I was like, oh, it's funny he mentioned Stephen King because my favorite actually is a Stephen King joint. But it's not one of the horror things. It's the Shawshank Redemption. That is a fucking amazing movie. Like, I would sit down and watch that movie again right now if I wasn't busy. Like, it is such a good movie. Get busy living or get busy dying. You know, like
two things. I've had the same experience
Hi,
that you
Katie.
have. By the way, it is Katie's 4-year podcast. Well, it's the 4-year anniversary of her having her own channel for the She Leads Showcase today.
nice.
So,
Congratulations, Katie.
Happy anniversary.
But I had the same. I'm having the same experience reading the Stephen King books and then looking back at the movies and being like, "Well, that would have been cooler." Or I guess they made this and they didn't have the technology to make that. Blah blah blah. And like picturing what it would be like if they actually did it to the book, and it's made me like some of the movies less. But I think the best Stephen King movies are his non-horror movies. So Stand By Me, Shawshank Redemption, Green Mile, those movies I think are the best movies based on his books, even though he's known for horror.
I'd agree. What was that show on Hulu based on Stephen King stuff?
Castle Rock.
Castle Rock. Yeah. Did you watch that?
I watched a lot. Yeah, actually, because season 2 was like a prequel to Misery.
Oh, okay. I didn't see.
Yeah.
See, I only saw the first season, and didn't watch season 2. I kind of forgot the show existed until it was too. I guess I kind of too late, and I just like, whatever, fuck it.
And that's the problem with the Stephen King like movies versus the books is if you've only seen the movies and then you watch something like Castle Rock, there's a lot of context in there that you don't get. Like I've been making a list of all the little things where he mentions stuff from other books. Like they'll mention a Saint Bernard that got rabies and Pet Cemetery, and it's like, oh, that's fucking Cujo, or like little things here or there. But like The Shining in itself, like the actual act of shining, is a big thing in his universe that doesn't just exist in The Shining. Like a lot of the characters have a little bit of shining, and you see that in the books and everything. Like there's a lot of stuff spread out. So like reading this and learning more as I go through my Stephen King book journey is making Castle Rock make a lot more sense from season 1. Season 2, it was just prequel to Misery. It was what it was.
Gotcha. What about you, Sharknado?
Well, I had to think a little bit. Like kind of like what you said about Aragon. I remember when I first saw the Percy Jackson films, the first one, because I think Sea of Monsters wasn't out yet. I remember seeing that before I had actually finished the book. And I was just like, oh, this wasn't a bad movie. I mean, like, it's cheesy, but like, it wasn't bad. And then I finished the book and I was just like, oh, they ruined it. They did it bad.
I've actually never seen those movies.
I have.
It was funny because my sister mentioned the movies at some point, and I'm like, oh, there's movies? She was like, yeah. I'm like, oh, I've only read the books. Like, I didn't even know there were movies.
Yeah.
And then there's other books in that same universe, like the Red Pyramid and things like that. Which is like, and there's a Norse mythology one too.
They only made, I want to say, the first 2 because I think the second one was. I feel like the second one did so poorly that they were just like, yeah, we're not gonna keep doing this. People, I guess, complained about the second one. I don't even remember the second movie. I'm pretty sure I watched it, but I don't remember it. But they did such a disservice to that movie, which is why I enjoy the series so much, because they've made it better to the books. Had J.K. Rowling not showed her ass, 10 years after release, after having me buy all 7 of her fucking books on top of a couple other spin-off books, she they hadn't messed up the 6th movie. I would have said the Harry Potter series, but they royally fucked up. I'll never get over how Half-Blood Prince, they cut out a whole war and then kind of like didn't even make it a thing in the 7th movie, but there were like important details from it that attributed to characters in the 7th movie. I would have chose that, but I'm gonna have to go with the Hunger Games series because that is a series of movies that I will rewatch again and again, and it's kind of been on my thing of wanting to rewatch lately, especially with the state of the world. But I remember reading those first 3 books, Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay, and just being glued to them. I did enjoy reading Twilight, but the movies weren't it for me. So I couldn't say that either. But Hunger Games would definitely be like one of my favorite book to movie adaptations.
Mm-hmm. I see.
We got a couple answers. Katie said The Outsiders. Will said Shawshank Redemption is my favorite movie, and Just said Grinch 2018. And then
I was
Katie
about to
said
say
yes.
that's the book. And I was like, yes, it is.
Ballad of Songbirds was great. Sunrise is going to be an incredible movie just based off casting choices.
I haven't read Ballad of Songbirds yet, and I wanted to read it before I watched it. And I remember someone saying the fact that Suzanne Collins wrote 2 books in the same universe so close together should tell you the state of the world is in a really bad place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, what about everybody else watching? What is your favorite movie based on a book, and why? Let us know.
Yeah, give me some reading recommendations because
In them comments.
Okay.
I'll be looking for more things to read. I'm about to have 2 kids. I have
Jurassic
to read
Park
to.
is a good pull. That's a good pull.
I also consistently forget that was a book at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same. Like to me, it's just a movie that exists.
Right. It's just something that Steven Spielberg just pulled out of his ass and just did really good with.
Wizard of Oz, also a book.
Yes. That's a whole book series. I think because a lot of people were surprised that Wicked was also based off of a book. And I was just like, yes.
I actually gave my mother that book for Mother's Day like 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's by the same author, but like it's in the same universe, but it's a book.
Yeah.
That was a good
one too.
See, that's one of those ones where I read the book and the movie, even the new movie, which did a lot better and added some stuff, did not do justice to what was in that book.
That's a big ass book, so I get it.
Dude, I think it is the biggest book I own, but Dr. Sleep is like 500 pages, and that's right up there.
Do you still own Romance of the Three Kingdoms?
No. And what I did, it was the abridged version.
Oh, he didn't even have the full version. Okay.
It was still fucking huge.
Because Romance of the Three Kingdoms is a thick boy. It is.
It's a fat boy.
It is. Like, whew. All right. Let's watch a trailer.
Woo.
Pick a number 1, 2, 3, or 4.
3.
You going with 3, Matt?
Yeah, that's fine. I was going to say 4, but we'll do 3. She's pregnant.
Okay.
With little Chris and little Mara. So.
Oh my God. I mean, that works for right now since they are a boy and a girl, but.
All right.
You could write your own show. Everyone hates little Chris.
So this is called The Rip. As you can see Ben Affleck on the screen.
I don't believe it already.
So there's been some developments. We have a few more questions.
Is he playing 2 different people?
Describe the job as follows. Your unit works.
Hey,
It's Matt Damon.
Matt Damon too.
Of course, Matt Damon is there too.
Miami PD.
How you doing this
It's
evening?
Glenn.
Stephen Yoon.
Mind
Yep,
if they
Glenn.
appear on my doorstep? I've been better.
You mind if we come inside?
But the majority of your work consisted of cash seizures.
I don't have any drugs.
The dog's not trained to detect drugs. The dog's trained to detect money.
I need a dog like that.
Yeah, right.
How much was the tip that came in?
300 grand. That's a $20 million rip.
It'd be so much easier if we just stole this money. I swear to God.
You should just take whatever money you want and walk away before this goes really bad for all of us.
No one needs to die tonight. You have 30 minutes to get out of that house.
What we do right
I'm
now.
like, bet.
You know who to talk to.
I would just take what I could get out in 30 minutes and just dip.
Come on, stick around here.
Let's not be greedy.
Tell me what's fucking going on. You think I want to jack this rip?
I don't trust you right now, and that's a fucking problem.
Any ideas who might want this money?
Do you think I'm gonna jack this rip?
$1 million. Where do you want to start?
I mean, you kind of look like Jack the Ripper, so I don't know what Jack the Ripper actually looked like. So
No
Nobody.
one does.
Yeah.
That's part of the fear. Nobody knows.
GG. What does it mean?
Are we the good guys?
No.
If they added a D, it'd just be the RIPD.
Oh, yay. Something to watch while I'm on leave.
When do you do?
I'm due February 8th, but they'll probably be here before that date. So
Happens.
Both
when
my
there's
kids
school
were.
open.
my doctor actively said that he was probably going to induce me beforehand, which I'm
Alright.
okay with. We already have 2 Aquariuses in this house. We don't need 2 more.
I mean, birthdays come around. You know, you say it's the dawning of the age of Aquarius, and all
I was
3 of
just
you.
saying that in my head.
Well, all 4 of you actually, because there's 2 of them coming out. All 4 of you can join in song. All right, call it again, Marcy. What you got?
Heads.
What's your topic?
Woo! It's another trailer. It's the well, Matt, you weren't here last week. We watched the announcement trailer for Chronicles of Narnia is a good one. We watched
I can't say I really enjoyed those movies as much as I liked the books, though.
I
Actually,
didn't
like,
read the book, so I can't say anything.
I didn't know how Stella Got Her Groove Back was a book.
yeah.
Oh, true. We watched the announcement trailer for The Sims 4 new expansion pack because they're trying to release another one, considering that the last one probably didn't do so well.
Okay.
But I saw that the gameplay trailer was coming out yesterday, and I was like, ooh, that would be great. So let's hop to it.
Hawk to it.
No, hop to it, not hop
Oh.
to a.
Can we do
Yeah.
both?
You never know. We haven't watched gameplay trailer yet. They might be Hawk 2ing.
I mean, who knows?
I mean, that could be quite the adventure, you know.
True that. All right.
It's not on the screen.
I did that the other day.
Oh
But I'm
shit.
not just saying that because I wouldn't exist otherwise.
Okay, no, they're not doing
Sometimes it feels like life could use a fast forward button. But I think what it really needs is a play button. And I'm not just saying that because I
So
wouldn't exist
last week when we were
otherwise.
watching
So come on,
the
adventure away.
announcement trailer for this,
When Nigel was a kid,
I was like, I think they already have an imaginary friend feature in this. But when I went back and looked, I was like, oh, that was The Sims 3, which lets me know how far I'm like, how much I'm just merging time periods together.
No, I mean it. As an imaginary friend, I was just like.
But yeah, so there's like 4
Those
different.
things are fucking creepy.
Little
Yeah.
bit.
And they can each have different personalities. There's goofy, creative, competitive, and evil. So I'm sure they will shape your child sim as much as possible. That's fucking crazy. You can just make a whole new person out of your imaginary friend.
Imagine it's like a whole actual person, but you're the only one that can see or talk to it.
That's still insane.
Wow, you got buff ass Sims.
Yeah, so with any expansion pack, you do get another world, and it will have 3 different neighborhoods. Each will have their own getaway location. And you can schedule getaways for long weekends, summer break.
So they were
retreat.
about to hawk to there.
One of the getaways is called Love Highland, and I was like, I see what you guys did there. But like one is like a camp for the kids, one is like a retreat for adults, and the other one is like the love thing where you can essentially be on Love Island. They're giving into the craze.
Choose where your getaway will be.
But you can plan a getaway.
I sent you that reel about Love Island, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
Where it was when dude said they are taking advantage of attractive special needs people.
No.
I gotta find it. I'll show it to you.
I pointed out last week that it seems like they're pulling in the archery skill, because that was a mod before. But you get new skills like papercraft, archery, diving, and entomology, the study of insects. So you can create your own camp, you can create your own retreat. It seems like an interesting put together thing, and you can change the rules for them. So the Great Bake Off, the Great Gibby Bake Off.
I've always wanted to crush one of these challenges. Someone's a little competitive.
Why does he have a jellyfish hat on?
Why did the chick that was shooting arrows turn into a pirate?
That too. So it may not have to be like a Love Island kind of thing, but it could be like, it just seems like they have an island or a neighborhood that'll be about like competition like things. So it seems like they'll have like Survivor. You can make like a Survivor-esque or love competition. The pre-orders are already live, and I've already pre-ordered it. So
of course you have.
Yeah. I think last Friday I pre-ordered it, and I said to Chris, and I was just like, I pre-ordered the expansion pack, and he's like, of course you did. But it's cool. Like they have some of the ones that will come for base game for the getaways. It'll be fitness retreat, outdoor kids camp, romantic competition, cooking competition. You can have a cozy bed and breakfast, a creativity retreat, senior living community, and a sim popularity contest. And then there's like other things that you can utilize some of the other expansion game and stuff packs if you have them. Most of them I do. So if you have like cats and dogs, you can do a dog training place. If you have get to work, you do a corporate retreat. But who the fuck wants to go on a retreat with your people you work with? Island living.
Depends on what you plan on doing while you're there.
I guess that's right. If you have island living, off the grid, get together, and parenthood, you have childcare, spa day. You can do a refreshing spa getaway and fitness stuff. You'll have a boot camp. I'm excited to see how, one, this will break my game, and then two, like what it will be like playing with these getaways.
Okay. Well, I'm happy for you.
Thanks. That was my topic.
Gotcha. What about you folks out there? How you feeling about the new Sims Adventure Awaits expansion? You know, you gonna hop in there? You excited for it? Let us know in them comments. So, since we are in danger of running a little long here, we're going to get right into my topic. Okay.
You got the image?
Yep. So, you get sucked into a 2000s TV time warp and you must live with one of these families. Who are you choosing and why? I'll let y'all go first.
I had a hard time with this. I knew who I wasn't choosing.
Yeah.
I wasn't choosing Everybody Hates Chris because his parents were strict as shit. And I wasn't choosing Malcolm in the Middle because
They're
that family is
actively
absolutely
raising
insane.
shooters.
Yeah. And then I don't know what number 5 was.
Hannah
So
Montana.
That's Hannah Montana, which
is it?
yeah.
Also no. Fuck
It took
that.
a second look for me to realize that was Miley Cyrus right there. So it was
It does look like Billy Ray Cyrus now that you say that. So that left me with the Lopez's, which I mean the mom on that show, Bernie Mac, which actually was my choice, number 6, Bernie Mac, because if I could pick any family, I would pick the Butlers from the neighborhood to live with, and Bernie Mac I feel like is the closest thing I'm going to get to living with the Butlers.
yeah, but that's after that's not the 2000s. The 2000s end in 2010.
I said if I could pick anyone, that would be, and this is the closest thing I can get to that. So, plus Bernie Mac is fucking amazing, and I would love to go back in time and spend some time with him because he's no longer here.
Mm-hmm. And once again, like your comments about the wife on George Lopez can be said about the wife in the Bernie Mac show too. So yeah,
True, very true.
What about you, Shark?
I also struggled a little bit. I was actually in between the Mac family and the Kyle family.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I like how we all agree we are not going with Everybody Hates Chris. And we're
No.
not going with Malcolm in the Middle. Like it's very clear we don't want those two. But
I was like, with the exception of Malcolm, like the rest of his family seems like but like somehow we would end up on the news for something that one of the other 3 did.
mm-hmm.
And I'm good on that. I don't have a problem with the Lopez family. I didn't remember a lot of the show enough, like of the dynamics so much. I remember like Carmen was a little bitch at times, like running all over the place. I think she even ran off and didn't she like run off and get married or something like that at some point?
I don't remember.
I'm pretty certain she did. And yeah, same thing with like Everybody Hates Chris's family. It was just too much. Like Julius's frugality probably would have gotten on my nerves at some point, and the mom just kind of being on top of everyone would have probably been too much at some point. Ain't no way I'm sitting in the Billy Ray Cyrus house. I'm good. But yeah, like I remember watching Bernie Mac show, and like as many of the crazy antics as he did, I knew he loved them kids.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like all of his antics were out of his love for his nieces and nephew. And I liked the Kyle family because like that seemed the closest dynamic to probably the kind of family I had growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just kind of like I just couldn't choose between the two of them, but like I mean, it would be one of them.
So for me, it was hard, but not really. Because when I think of TV families, I really don't go back to this era very often, which is why it was interesting to me. But looking at them and trying to figure out the dynamics of the family and everything in all these different shows, strangely enough, Bernie Mac is the one that reminds me the most of my father. And watching the Bernie Mac show, they're seeing all the times where he's just like, yeah, that's not what he wanted to say. And I'm like, I know what he would have said. And guess who would have said that? My father. So I'm just like, yeah.
Like home.
Huh?
So that's why it feels like home.
Yeah. So thinking about it, like that's probably what I would have gone with too. But I agree, I would have went with the Mac household and slid on in there because, like you said, there's a lot of things he might say or do, but he loved them kids. You got like the way I feel, like fuck them kids. I love them kids, but fuck them kids.
Yeah.
So what about you out there, you folks? If you had to choose a family from the 2000s TV world to live with from this list, who would you choose? Why? Let us know.
Honestly,
in them
I'm kind of
comments.
surprised you both didn't pick the Cyrus family.
Why?
You're not curious what it feels like to, experience rich white privilege for a little bit?
No.
Not in that way.
Yeah.
That feels unstable.
You got this girl going back and forth between personalities half the time, and she probably don't remember which one is which. I feel like half the gags on that
I deal
show.
with that on a daily basis.
And well, the thing is, it's also rich white like music industry people. Like there's too much cocaine. I don't want to be around that. You don't see it on the show, but there's so much cocaine.
Yeah, I feel like half the gags on that show were her forgetting to take off her fucking wig, like so, or trying to hide who she was. Like I would probably be fed up by like after a few weeks, be like, bitch, if you don't remember that you are a brunette in casual everyday life, we are gonna have a problem. Nobody's perfect, but get it together.
And I think that's a perfect button to end that on. And that's also where we're going to end this show. Thank you all for watching. We really do appreciate you. Don't forget you can follow us on all the socials, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at It's Creatia World. That is at ITSCREATIA World. Also on Blue Sky, creatiaworld.bsky.social. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Creatia World. And if you're there, go ahead and hop into our Facebook groups, one of them being facebook.com/group/them dragons. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, any of those things in the world of George R.R. Martin, the world of Westeros, all that good shit, hop in there and talk about it with us. Or if you just think dragons are cool, put a picture of a dragon in there because that'll make me happy.
Aragon too, go for it.
Why the fuck not? If you're a wrestling fan, you might also want to check out facebook.com/group/Smack and Raw. Matt, why don't you tell them about that one?
It's a companion show to a podcast that no longer exists for people who still love wrestling.
Cool. You can find me on all the socials at Lord_Cusslott. That is at LORD_CUSSALOTT, except for on Blue Sky where there is no underscore. Mara, where can they find you?
All those same places at Mara the Shark. MARADASHARK.
Matt, man, where can they find you?
Everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, Threads, X, Blue Sky, at Getting Off.
That'll be it for this week. We'll see you next time. Until then, we out.
Bye.